Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. LeBron James sends telling message on Lakers playoff push. The Los Angeles Lakers have gained some separation from the Golden State Warriors in the play-in tournament race, building a 1.5-game lead over their Western Conference counterparts entering play on March 24. The Lakers remain 3 games behind the Sacramento Kings and Dallas Mavericks for 7th and 8th place, respectively. They also have a tougher remaining strength of schedule than Dallas and Golden State, per Tankathon. That is a non-factor in their approach in the eyes of LeBron James, though. At the end of the day, we're not really focused on seeding, James said, per the Los Angeles Times' Dan Woik. We're just focused on what we can control. We can't control the seedings if other teams are playing too well still. What you can control is go out and play and try to win as many games as you can and see where you land. Getting the 9th seed would mean a home game for James and the Lakers against the 10th-seeded Warriors in the first round of the play-in tournament. Their last regular season meeting on April 9 could have significant postseason implications. The Lakers are down in the season series 2-1. They also have a 26-12 record at home compared to 12-20 on the road. But their lone win did come on the road, perhaps strengthening their view on seeding. They will also face a road-heavy path back to the Western Conference Finals if they advance that far into the playoffs. Their route in 2023 was similar after they finished as the 7th seed. They were still the lower-seeded team in their 3 playoff series, one each against the Warriors, Denver Nuggets, and Memphis Grizzlies. James and the Lakers dispatched the Grizzlies and Warriors in 6 games apiece. They only looked overmatched in the sweep by the Nuggets. So it makes sense for their focus to remain on being at their best for a potential rematch. They wouldn't meet the Nuggets in a potential rematch until the Western Conference Finals. The saga of the injured Lakers continues. There have been conflicting reports on the health status of Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt, and Christian Wood. But the Athletics Lakers insider Jovan Buha cleared some things up. Wood is expected to miss the rest of the regular season. There's a chance he'll return for play-in games or the playoffs if the Lakers get there, according to team sources, Buha wrote on March 22. There is less clarity with Vanderbilt and Vincent. Neither has been ruled out for the rest of the season, but of the two, there is more internal optimism that Vanderbilt will return before the regular season ends next month, according to team and league sources. If either or both players had been healthy, they may have altered the direction of the Lakers season. The Lakers haven't had those 3 for most of the season. There is less of an adjustment if they remain out. Still, the lack of depth could be concerning entering the postseason. The Lakers have mostly avoided significant injuries to James and Anthony Davis this season. Both have battled injuries over the last few seasons. They will certainly need them even more without those members of the rotation. Los Angeles Lakers news: Bill Simmons sees elements of Kobe Bryant in young guard. Amidst the Houston Rockets' ongoing 8-game winning streak, no player's improved output has stood out more than young shooting guard Jalen Green's. Ever since the 6 feet 5 inches wing out of the soon-to-be-defunct G League Ignite was selected with the 2nd pick in the 2021 draft, he struggled to string together much consistent output for Houston. But the winning streak has worked wonders for his game, as has the absence of center Alperen Sengun. During that 8-game run, he's averaging 29.3 points on .525/.453/.773 shooting splits, 6.1 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 0.8 steals, and 0.5 blocks a night. That includes not 1 but 2 40-plus point games last week. The team has reconfigured its offense with Sengun shelved, and its more fast break-oriented approach has greatly benefited Green's scoring punch. Now, one hoops expert seems to think Green's revamped play boasts elements of the play that made a certain 18-time All-Star an intriguing Hall of Fame talent. In the latest episode of his eponymous The Bill Simmons podcast, The Ringer's Bill Simmons sees traces of a young Kobe Bryant's dynamic pre-dynastic game in Green. That's quite generous praise. I'm gonna say this very carefully, and I know what's at stake, and I know he's not gonna be this person, but when I watch him, he reminds me, this version of the attacking the rim and then the jump shooting, reminds me a little of young Kobe, said Simmons. Not like 3 rings in a row Kobe, but that late 90s Kobe, where it was like, man, there's a lot here. What's going on here? And watching him the last couple weeks, it's like, man, if you were just drawing a 2-guard from scratch, from a scoring standpoint, what kind of move or shot doesn't he have? Bryant won 3 straight titles from 2000 to 2002 alongside LA center Shaquille O'Neal, and then 2 in a row from 2009 to 2010. Having played all 70 games for the 35-35 Rockets this year, Green is averaging 19.5 points on .426/.334/.806 shooting splits, 5 rebounds, 3.4 assists, and 0.7 steals. Houston is currently the number 11 seed in the Western Conference. The Rockets are 1 game behind the reeling Golden State Warriors. Should Green keep up this run for long, the team seems liable to make the play-in and give the 2022 champs the boot. Green has always been a prolific scorer in the NBA, but now he's plying his trade on a solid club in a loaded conference. The young swingman is eligible for a contract extension of his rookie-scale salary starting next season, as is Sengun. Time will tell how Houston opts to move forward. NBA, LeBron James could leave the Lakers again. LeBron James' ankle injury, which has been bothering him all season, appears to be about to cost him another game. The player is listed as doubtful for the Lakers game against the Bucks this Tuesday, with peroneal tendinopathy in his left ankle. This is the same condition that put him on the injury report for much of the season. With back-to-back games on Tuesday and Wednesday against the Bucks and Grizzlies, respectively, it's unlikely LeBron will play in both games. Additionally, there will be 3 games in 5 nights, with a matchup against the Pacers on Friday. If LeBron sits out the next game, he interestingly won't face the Bucks this season. LeBron sat out against Milwaukee on March 8, a game in which D'Angelo Russell had one of his greatest performances for the Lakers. Without LeBron, the Lakers are 5-4 this season. Over the weekend, LeBron struggled in both games before coming into his own in the fourth quarters against the Sixers and Pacers. Whether this is directly attributed to his ankle is unclear, but it is context for the situation. With 11 games remaining, the Lakers have a 2.5-game lead over the 10th-place Warriors and 2.5 games behind the Mavericks and Kings for 7th and 8th place. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of LeBron James? Leave your opinion in the comments.